Hello, Cliff Stanwick, Stanwick Real Estate, and I'm going to give another update on the Roseville, California real estate market. I'm going to hopefully share some data with you that is on a tool that's provided to real estate professionals, alleged professionals like myself. As you know, I'm a broker who works South Placer and the Loomis Basin area. I've been doing real estate since 2004, and I've been a broker since 2009. So what I want to do is I want to basically discuss the real estate picture in Roseville, and I'm going to share my screen. And let's just do that. Share the data. All right, so here's the Roseville real estate market, and what I try to do is I try to make it kind of straight up. What I try to do is I try to look at 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses in Roseville. I try to look at a price range of 5 to 700,000 because that applies mostly with the conventional lending. And I wanted to share some data over what's basically going on. I think the most interesting situation here is this first chart, which is average price for sale and sold. As you can see, the price changed, and this was in December. It's not really changed too much. Now, what was happening prior to this market is things were literally selling for 3 to 5% over. They're no longer doing that. But I think the thing that to me is really very interesting is the situation of the basically the inventory. And so here's a chart that went back in from the end of the year, and if we were having a housing bubble, you would see inventory being a lot, right? So this is only looking at 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses between 5 and 700,000 in Roseville. And if anything, you can see no inventory is building. And if you look at the sales, which this went back in July. July is when the rates started going up around 6%, and they've been and peaked around 7% in October, and they've been holding it at 6. But the data I want to show here is it's holding pretty steady, right? Even though the inventory is falling, the pendant and the sales are the same. And what's basically happening is that is essentially, the days on market, right, have increased from probably a year ago. They were around 10 days. They're going up to, as you can see, they were as high as 48 days, and then they were down to 37, and that was just because houses were coming off the market, so the average consecutive days on market was going on here. But look at this list up here, selling price to list price. This is almost a typical market where you're seeing around 3% less. Right now it says 5% left, but these are houses that have been on the market for almost 2 months in a lot of cases, right? So anyway, the data here is not showing things that you would hope that would indicate that this market is softening. It really isn't, right? We're seeing a situation where sellers basically are holding firm on the money they want for their house, and we're really seeing buyers really not buying. And this market was pretty much a market before where the buyers were pretty committed to moving up here, and there were a lot of out of area buyers. So the local buyer was kind of squeezed out of this market to begin with. So we're still seeing a lot of people coming from the Bay Area to move up here, and so they're still buying the houses. They're being a little bit more choosy, and they're probably not under any pressure to make an offer the first weekend or even the first month that the house is on the market, and they're being a little more picky on what they're buying. But at the end of this whole process, right, this is just the inventory. The inventories we have typically a normal market would be 3 months of inventory, okay? So we're kind of in a normal market, right? So what's not normal is the interest rates are 6%, but historically they were in the fives, and so it's a little high, but we're not showing any of these signs that people are hopefully wanting to see, which is, oh, there's a housing bubble, I'm going to be able to buy a house at a discount, I'm going to be able to. None of these things are happening, and I wanted to follow up because earlier YouTube, that was so far my prediction is that sellers were going to hold firm and buyers weren't going to pay the prices, and I think a lot of buyers are sitting on the sideline, but we're not, as you can see looking at this months of inventory, we're not exactly swimming in houses here, so part of the thing that is going on is we're just really not seeing this market all of a sudden decay and become a buyer's market per se, right? So the last thing I wanted to share is, this is again something that you can do on stanwickre.com. You can go out and you can plug Roseville in, and you can move 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, single family home, 5 to 700, and you can see these market trends that are basically showing, the average price and the median price. And if you do sign up for this page, you can actually look at all the recent sales. And this is a nice tool, and I'll share with you why. A lot of times when a house is sold, like if you go out to Zillow and you see a sold house, you can never go back and look at the house that was sold, okay? You don't get a chance to go look at it and actually take a peek at it, and you don't see the pictures or the marketing or the schools or all that stuff. Well, on this tool, you can actually go out and look at the listings and basically take a look at it. So I just wanted to give another update, basically going back and sharing with people that this market is not quite doing anything that, if anyone was hoping that this market was going to crash, that was going to all of a sudden be the negotiating would be right back where you were before, that's not the case. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on it. If there's anything I can do with you, or give you a market snapshot, or help you with the values of your home so you can track them as this market changes, please feel free to contact me. I look forward to taking this journey with you and seeing what happens with this market. Have a great day.